Uh-oh. We got the Beanie Bear. Hi, everybody. Might as well get her there, Joshy.
Alrighty, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go get your blankie, Bella.
All right, everybody. Dropped and forgotten. Jeff, I emailed you the link, or if you'd like, I can drop it here in chat for you. So just let me know which would be best for you. But so first of all, can you all hear me okay?
What?
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear? All right. Thank you, Native. Thank you so much.
What's up?
They can hear me.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. So let me go up here and we're going to say some hellos. And my Muddy Mess was first in the house tonight. Thank you very much. Papa Roush, how are you? Stephen Stark, good to see you. Good to see you. And of course, my favorite rat. Okay, now wait a minute now here. Let me. Yeah. We gotta make some room.
Gotta make room for the bean. Bella, is it time for the flying bean?
She's going for the flying bean.
It's so cute because she'll stick her paws out like she's flying. Okay, ready? Ready? Let's get ready for takeoff.
Flying bean. Hello. All right, now lay down, baby girl. There you go.
Is there something else?
I don't know.
I'll burn off completely. Now, Bella, just don't bark because the mic is right there, okay?
Marquita, hello. How are you? And then let's see, there is Jeff, dropped and forgotten. How are you, honey? Like I said, I sent you a link to your email address. If you don't have that, then I can always drop it in the chat.
You said your favorite rat's in chat, right?
Yeah, my favorite rat is in chat. Beth, hi, honey. How are you?
You know what that means, don't you know?
Oh, yeah, Miss Bella's trying to steal your camera.
Don't you dare.
Oh, going on down. Oh, there's Miss Georgianne. Okay, lay down, sister. Golly, you're a long, lanky girl. You are
a long girl.
Oh, laying on my computer. All right.
I'm sorry, my camera keeps wanting to go out of focus.
It's because you're out of focus.
What?
But anyway, hello, Miss Georgie. Mark, hi, honey. Oh, I'm going on down, scrolling on down. There's Native Angle. Oh, golly. Can't believe I got that wrong. When I take my fingers out of my ears, I can hear fine.
There we go.
I know, but the world is just like, you know.
You're giving me all the kisses, Bella Bean.
Oh. Scrapyard. Hey, honey.
I don't know if Bella's kissing me or tasting me.
Tasting you. I'm going to go over here and get Scrapyard his links. Y'all just bear with me a second. I got to finding. Lost him. Keep getting the wrong one. Okay, at least it stopped. And I think I missed CDG. Did I miss CDG over here? If I missed CDG, I am sorry.
Are you done?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Are you done?
Okay, let me scroll on down. Scrolling on down. There's CDG. Hello, honey. Hello. There's
Look at that.
beard. Enough. Now lay down.
Look at it.
Yeah, she got that paw up her holding your hand down. Like, don't move. Hey, beard.
Silly bean. Oh. Spooked your snoot with my snoot, didn't I?
StreamYard is blocking you. Huh.
What?
What? Let me drop it here in chat and see if that works. Hang on. Copied. Go over here
Thumbs up.
and paste that. All right, try that, Jeff, and see if that works. I don't know. Because it's the same link I sent Josh, and you're with me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But hey, the way my day's been, it wouldn't surprise me. And then there's Brian. Brian, hello, hello. Neil, I think I said hi to you, Neil. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, you got to do something, Mom, because I went to like your live here, and it immediately took me to Amazon.
My Amazon wish list or just to Amazon?
It took me to Amazon. It took me to Amazon, not to your wish list.
Anyway, who all use snake gator when detecting wrap around plastic one's good? I don't know. That I do not know. I have never used anything like that. But pretty uncomfortable. Definitely good, but pretty uncomfortable. So,
excuse
going
you.
on down.
A little puppy burp.
Okay. Okay. I just caught the name. Love it, love it, love it. But anyway, get your booty over. And but anyway, guys, I wanted to say thank you all so much for being here. Mary Ann. It's saying Josh has money for his wish list. He wishes he had open.
I wish I had the money. Yeah.
So, but anyway, guys, I have got, like I said, we all know him, we all love him, and we talked to him recently about his metal detecting. Well, I'm pretty sure last time I talked to him, he was getting ready to go on an adventure. And the more we talked, the more adventures we realized this man has been on. And so tonight, we would like to talk traveling and, and all that good stuff. Find out more of his stories because I love hearing people's adventures. So, guys, and
one day this camper build is way over budget already.
Wait a minute, is that you down there, Jeff? Is that you? Okay, hang on just a second here, guys. Let's see.
Yeah, what's going on, boys? It's me, Jeff. How y'all doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
You doing all right? You in that camper, boy? You like me in that camper?
Yeah, girl. I'm down, Pop.
I didn't think so. Yeah. I thought I popped that up there. That wasn't Jeff. I'm looking and I'm like, because you can't really look at that little thing. And then when I saw this number, I thought, no, yeah, I definitely, because I'm like, Jeff looked awful young in that picture. He's out of the basement saying device is not connected. Uh-oh. Try again there, Jeff. So, hey, lay down. I love you too. But anyway, guys, so we are preparing for a big adventure, not this weekend, but next weekend. We've got the metal detecting event coming up in a couple of weeks. And guys, if you haven't seen that, gotta go check those out. It's going to be a great adventure. Jeff, try again. It's saying that your devices are not connected. So I apologize, everybody. So let's get. But anyway, question:
Answer.
Did anybody see our latest metal detecting video? Show of hands. Anybody see that video? Yeah. And Neil watched it today. You know how? Hey, get off my computer.
She's like, I just wanted to send a message.
Yeah, can't type. You know who always is trying to throw me into the lake? Right? Now lay down, Bella.
I didn't get thrown in. I just walked in on my own volition.
Scrapyard watched it. And watched it. The guys, he's like, because we were about that basically just seeing what was out there because, it's a drained boat dock, right? And I was getting frustrated because I guess the minerals in the water or in the ground,
from the sediments
and stuff, it was kind of giving me weird signals, and I was chasing ghost signals, and anyhow, we were having fun.
Mm-hmm. We still got some stuff out of there.
Yeah, we got some trash out of there and stuff, and
yeah,
of course we both, are like got hooked.
Yep. I found my first fishing hook. So.
Yep. And Colonels, hello. It was nice soda can too. Oh yeah, Scrapyard says they're very rare red pull tabs. Pop tabs, yep. Hi Leanne. And so, and he's like, well, there's a hat laying over there in that mud and that muck. I'm gonna go get that out of there. I said, Josh, I really don't think that.
No, I said I'm gonna try.
Oh, you said he's gonna try to go get that hat out of the way. I'm like, I don't know if I'd try that or not. And he took a step and he kind of sunk in a little bit, nothing major. And he tried a second step and went up to his shin just about, but it pitched him forward.
Yeah, because what it is those roots, I guess they are.
Yeah.
I had felt one. I said, and when I was testing it, I'm like, okay, that seems fairly solid. So that might give me a little bit of snap. Oh,
and it threw him forward. So
I had to throw my other leg forward so I don't go.
He went up,
and then my left leg just went.
He went up to his knees. I am not kidding you, people. And he's trying to get his foot out. He's like, oh, there goes my shoe.
He's like, I'm going to lose my boot.
But he got the one out.
Yep.
He was able to get the one out and stuff. And so I get down on my hands and knees, and I'm trying to pull that murky sludge out of here, and
the moment she would get one handful out, it would just go.
It would just like fill back in. And I'm like, so I thought, because if I can get underneath his foot and kind of break the suction,
Yep.
And in the meantime, his foot there, and he got a big old foot,
I'm sorry, I have gumboats for shoes.
And so he ends up, I said, you can't get, he said, I can get my foot out. I just can't get my shoe out. I said, well, you get your foot out and I'll dig the shoe out.
And I'm like, We can
And
try, but okay.
it's so the more I would dig, the more water started backing up, and the mud and the sludge, and then it started filling up the shoe. And
And
finally,
it's just like, no, it's gone.
and
All she could see was the laces, and she's like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe if I can just get a hold of the laces, you know, when she pulls on it, maybe it will just kind of narrow out so it could just flunk. I watched.
they're gonna snap, they're gonna snap, you know.
So R.I.P. Boot.
Yeah. So, but you know, and I've got that big old wide hernia wrap on.
Yeah, so you can't hardly
And
move.
yeah, so I can't hardly move, and I was bent over, so my mine's okay. And so, and I dug and dug, so it's like time we got home, we just took a water hose and just spray off and
Yep.
changed clothes and everything. I was hurting so bad. I'm like, just sit down. Just because even up through here where I was digging and pulling and stuff
Mhm.
was hurting. But after we quit hurting, we laughed our hind ends
Oh
off.
yeah,
I mean, it was hilarious. So if y'all have not seen that video,
go watch it.
check that out. Yeah, it scared Mom because she's sitting up in the car. So all of a sudden, Josh just goes like 3
Boom.
feet short, you know? Yeah. I see you down there, Jeff, honey. I'll be right with you. And then I'm down on my hands and knees, and she's like, "What's going on down there?" You know?
So she comes hobbling down the boat ramp,
Yeah.
and she sees me literally up to my knees. And
She's like,
thing
"You want
is,
me to come help you?" No, stay there.
yeah, I'm immediately. You keep your butt right there, because I didn't
literally
tell
thought
her
I
until
was-
after I got out. I didn't tell Mama until after I got out. I was still sinking.
Oh yeah, it was like quicksand, you know, because even my hands were getting stuck in there,
Yeah,
you know. And I thought I'm going to be the first metal detectorist that's going to have to call 911 because I got my arm stuck in a hole,
yep.
you know. So, but anyway, but
Jolly Matilda, hello.
hello, Jolly Matilda, and I also saw who else did I see come in here? Madison Maine, hello, honey. But guys, that was our big adventure this week. So let's get on with some other major adventures here, and from a much better storyteller. So, guys, we all love him. And there's Mr. Jeff. How are you, honey? Uh-oh.
Hey,
Can't hear you. Don't yell. You're scaring me.
why'd you put me in the basement, huh?
Shut up.
Yeah.
I still can't hear you. Can't hear. Or is it just me?
Well, I've got my audio muted, so. Jolly Matilda says, I apologize for being late. I was helping my disabled neighbor. All good, all good.
That's good, honey. I can't hear. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's see here. Jeff, are you there, Jeff? Okay.
Can't unmute
Okay,
you just because they chose to mute themselves.
Okay, now unmute your mic.
Yeah, it's saying that you're muted, Jeff. Please stand by. We are encountering technical difficulties.
All right. Can we hear you now?
What about now?
Hey!
Hey!
Even Bella was like, whoa, what the heck?
That was like, well, hello.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe
Hey.
this.
Like I said, every day is an adventure, right?
It
So
seems
you
like
never know. Oh,
Sorry about
So-
that. I don't know what was StreamYard. It kept on blocking me, and then it looked like I got in, and then the mic issue. I don't know what was going on there. So I did add Yeti mic, but I when we were having problems, I just disconnected and went back to the computer mic. So I have to see how to work that and get that all set up.
Yeah, there's somewhere you gotta go into the settings and switch it over and all of that stuff. So 5 Mile says, I don't know why they started these verticals. I don't know, 5 Mile, but I tell you what, when I'm done with this, I just click a button and it'll clip me like 10 shorts, and I don't have to worry about moving everybody around, trying to get everybody in screen. And so it makes it a whole lot easier for us to do it that way. And so if I'm not doing a live, then I try not to go vertical, because, you know, I'm not really crazy about trying to watch the verticals anyway. But this way we can get everybody on the same screen, and the short clips come out better, because the channel, you know, it's like when I do the shorts for this one, I will tag Dropped and Forgotten and all these, so that his channel will get the exposure from it too, you know, so that way hopefully it'll help with their numbers like that as well. That's why I like to do these, is to promote the other channels and get to know everybody a little bit better. So for me personally, it's easier and it seems to work out better when I do it in these vertical forms. So yeah. So just bear with me. I apologize.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All you do for the community.
You know, because I mean, that's the whole. That's my.
Papa Rao says, "Yeah, Larry. Angie needs all the help she can get."
Yeah. I'm not very
Technologically
inclined. Yeah, I'm not tech savvy, so you know, if I can just go click, done. Hey, better
Papa
for
Rouse,
me.
thank you.
Thank you, Papa Rouse. And because to
Angie,
me, go ahead.
And I was going to say, so when Shane does his on Thursdays, when he first moved the vertical, it gave me two notifications. One was for the vertical, and one was for the regular horizontal. So I would always click on the horizontal one. So I don't know when you throw yours out if it gives two options or not.
Well, where I don't, if I had the paid version, I could probably do that.
Oh,
But where I
okay.
don't have the paid version, I can only do the one that way. Plus, when there's two lives like that, I'll watch the horizontal. But you see him reacting to people in chat from the vertical, and it's like I can't say hi to that person unless I, jump over there and do that, yes, Papa Rash is telling Flo Farms that his live it will be up after mine. So yeah, and I will definitely try to. And Papa Roush, if you could drop that link, I will pin that, and we can do a raid for you like that. And so, and but anyway, I'm sorry, I just seeing something. Whoa, on the side of my thing. But anyway, Jeff.
Yes.
The last time we spoke to you, I think you were getting ready to go to Africa.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to Africa in September. It's been that long.
Yeah. So, my question is, how does a person, okay, it's like, okay, I decide, yeah, I'd like to go visit Africa. How do I go about making those arrangements?
Good question. The first question you need to ask yourself is why do you want to go to Africa? What's your objective for going, right? So, and then you build off of that. So, when my objective, I'm trying to do bucket lists since I'm retired, and each year I travel to a different foreign country. So I've always wanted to go to Africa on safari. So I just started researching different safaris, seeing what they offered, uh, going on the forums, listen to what they had to say, what experiences they were having, and I kind of said, okay, this is the area I want to go to, and this is what I want to do. So I kind of did kind of two things, and I'm sure a lot of people do it when they go to Africa because it does take quite a bit to get there. So you might as well maximize your time and see as much as you can. So I wanted to go trek in the mountains with the gorillas and experience, their habitat and their wild form, right? So I got onto this one in Kenya, went up to Kenya and got onto this trek into the jungle and actually sat with a family of silverback gorillas, which was pretty cool, if you ask me. And then from there, I moved down to I experienced 4 different countries while I was over there. So um, I started out in oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to forget where I first started. But I was in Tanzania was the last country I was in, Kenya, and well, I should have wrote some of this stuff down. Anyways, I flew from. I had to fly into one area, went to a couple preserves or here we call them national parks. That's what the national parks are there too with the animals. So I went to a couple national parks while I was there too, trying to see the. I had more animals I wanted to see, but I wanted to definitely see the big five. And but I seen everything I needed to see that one could see.
Right, right. The silverbacks. I think those have got they've got to be a majestic. They're just like a majestic type of gorilla, ape, whatever you want to call them. I think they're just they're I just they're adorable. They really are. Um, so what was your favorite adventure moment? While you were there.
Uh, I'll be honest with you. I was there for 2 weeks, and I think every day was new and exciting. I couldn't wait to wake up and see what I was going to experience that day. Because you never know. Because you're in nature, you're in their habitat. It isn't like the zoo where they're behind 4 walls and they just have that little space. I mean, the whole continent is their space. Of course, they stay in their own territories, except for the wild beasts and zebras. They move, they follow the water. So that's when they talk about the Great Migration. They're talking about the wild beasts and zebras, and they're the ones that kind of move around the continent. Everything else is kind of territorial. But to answer your first question, I kind of got sidetracked. So I took on that big endeavor to go to 4 different countries. Did a lot of research, like I said. And then the next part is you set a budget, you start saving, and you start watching airfares. how do you want to travel, you know, and then from there, I was able, I looked at a few tour companies and gave them my request. This is what I like to do. And they came back with a price and told me where I would go. Well, I wanted to go to a couple more places. And this one guy wrote me back and he said, Jeff, we'll do whatever you want to do. He gave me a price and it was a very good price. So I had to step out in faith that when I got off the plane in Africa, somebody was going to be there and just didn't take my money, right? And that was the scariest part of it because you're giving money to somebody you don't know and you're stepping out of faith, flying halfway across the world to make sure that someone's going to greet you. But it was first class all the way. The guy was communicating with me the whole time with all his drivers. And he set up such a wonderful trip that I would definitely recommend it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, okay, you said you try to travel out of the, at least once a year. So we knew you went to Africa last year. Where else have you been?
Well, I'm a retired Air Force, probably from your first. So I've been really around the world a few different times. I've been to every continent except Antarctica. That's on my bucket list. Don't know how. I'm still looking at that one. But Antarctica is the only continent I haven't been on. But since I've been retired, I went to Japan a couple years ago and spent 2 weeks trekking in Japan, backpacked, climbed Mount Fuji, seen a bunch of cool, historical places throughout Japan, temples and things like that, and experienced the Japanese baseball game, which was phenomenal, and tried some different foods. So it was amazing. And in the Air Force, one of my commanders that I had throughout my career, he heard I was going, so he met me there, and we kind of trekked for the 2 weeks together throughout that country.
That's cool. Well, Jolly Matilda has a good question here, and that was another one of my questions I was going to ask you. What vaccines did you have to travel to Africa?
Yeah, so the vaccines, for me, it's a little bit different, but I mean, you can do the same thing. Me, I go to the VA and I just say, hey, what I need. I go to their infectious disease office and say, hey, I'm going here. What do I need? So the VA, it's like one-stop shopping. They would give me my vaccine that I needed. But you can go on the travel page. I'm sure that the passport page has all that where you type in if the safe, if it's worth to travel to, if there's any restrictions. The embassy page is what I'm thinking of. Or you can talk to your local, your doctor or whatever. They probably have in every city, they probably have some kind of immunization or travel center where you can figure out what shots you need. But I definitely had yellow fever in the military, but they suggested that I get yellow fever shot a redone. They like to see it every 10 years because the one area I was going to be in was very bad for yellow fever. And then they gave me some malaria pills to take a week or 5 days before my trip and so many days after my trip. And I had to take a pill every day during my trip for malaria, of course. But besides that, just your normal shots. I don't know. People stay up on tetanus and all that. As metal detectorists, we should stay up on our tetanus at the minimum. But I had everything else was common, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you did Africa and you done Japan. I mean, I know you said, did the military thing, but I would think there would have to be a difference when you're
deployed somewhere.
somewhere than just
compared
going to
being there as a civilian.
yeah, it's a visit and stuff. I think, like surviving would be like your main concern when you're. So, was there a place that you was deployed to that you said, I want to come back and explore this culture or something more, more in depth?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of places, I deployed to Japan, and I was in Kadena, so the island, not the mainland. So in Kadena, I knew the food that I want to experience that again. But there was other places in Japan that I knew I wanted to go. But when I was in Australia, Australia is just like the U.S. It's so large. There's just so many different areas, right? So yeah, I would love to get back to Australia again. I mean, I think any opportunity you have to go to any country, well, let's say almost any country. There's some countries that probably aren't safe for Americans, right? So, but there's a lot of countries out there. You would be surprised. My mom freaks out. She's like 83 years old. And every time I tell her I'm going somewhere, she freaks out because at the beginning of the year, it was a short notice trip. I wasn't planning on it. But I did go at last February. I was down in Colombia, and it was actually I was invited down there to metal detect. So I have a video on some of that adventure out there. But so yeah, Colombia. She was freaking out that I was going to Colombia, and I was up in the Andes. I had a great time. It was something that I'm glad I experienced.
Yeah, I think I'd be a little afraid to go to Colombia, but that could be just, we hear things, we don't experience them, we hear the bad sides and stuff. So, we could be a little
It seems
there.
like most of the time when you're trying to look up a country or something, it's the bad things that you tend to hear first.
Right, exactly.
So here's a thought, though. You're a foreigner. Say you're I don't know. Say you're from Holland or the Netherlands, and you want to come to the U.S. to see the Grand Canyon and California or whatever. I mean, on the news all the time, there's riots, there's murders, there's shootings. I mean, people look at America, they got to think the same way, right? That place is dangerous. People are blocking the streets.
And that's what I always said. It's one reason I quit watching the news, because all it reports is the negative stuff or the controversial stuff, something that pits each other against each other. Why don't they show more of the good, because like you said, people look at that and they think, why would I want to go there?
Because when it comes as far as the news concerned,
they want it's like social media.
The bad stuff gets more views.
Yeah, it's the clickbaits and stuff. Yeah, but I'm like you. People see that and like it could be a big deterrent.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hilda was saying, yes, we do hear the negative most. So,
well, when you travel, you just gotta be smart. Like if you wanted to go to New York, right? You want to go to New York, you're not going to walk around the streets of New York at 11 o'clock at night, just seeing the sights and the lights, But it's the same thing when you're in a foreign country. You just want to be smart and don't put yourself in a bad position. And,
Right. And I think that's a lot of times you hear of a an American tourist over in another country, something happened to them. They did something stupid,
Hmm.
you know. They went out with somebody they had just met, or they, went somewhere they shouldn't have been, and
That's why. That's why. If I was to go to another country or something, I, if I have the chance to, I will, Momo. But one thing I would do is look at the places that do have like the highest crime rates,
yeah. Well,
and then I would even the places that don't have a high crime rate, learn learn where tourists ought to stay,
yeah, I think
where
you learn a lot
places
from
that
the
shouldn't
locals
go.
like that
Yeah.
too.
And also
Uh,
look up the customs too,
Yes,
because what might be completely common for us and be a polite thing for us might be insulting to them.
that is true. That is true. But now, like you said, you were over in Japan when you was when you was serving the military over there, which I appreciate that. I thank you so much for that service. And then when you went to Africa, you said you had a guide over there. Um, do you think that having, well, I guess having a guide with you would be the safest route to go? But you're putting a lot of faith in that guide.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
never met them before or anything.
right, right.
So yeah, it was weird at first. And I'll tell you a little story. I landed. I had to fly out of. I can't think of where the first country I flew into, but I had to fly that country and fly into a different country. Um, and when I landed, I'm on the phone. Where am I supposed to meet the guide? And so they're like, "Oh, we'll get with you. He should be standing out there." And I go, "Well, where?" There's usually they give you a spot. My first airport, they say, "Go to this coffee shop." At the
Uh-huh.
airport terminal, and I was there. Here, I had nowhere, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go outside." Well, I'm waiting for my bags, right? And of course, I'm this white guy in Africa, just looking around and being a tourist, and I'm waiting for my bag, and this guy comes up, and he goes, "Do you need help?" And I go, "No, I'm good." And he goes, "I can get your bag." I was like, "Nope, I'm good. I can handle it." And he goes, "Okay." And he was like just standing there. I was like, "What is this dude doing?" So I kind of walked over to the other side. It's on a conveyor belt, just like in the US when you grab your bag off the jet. And he kind of moved over there. And I was like, "What the heck?" And so I get my bag, and there where I was, they had like armed guards everywhere. They were just standing around like military soldiers. And
Hmm.
so I walked outside to look to see if I could see a sign with my name. Couldn't see nothing. I seen a couple guys holding signs, but I couldn't read, because they were so far away. So I kind of walked up and I was looking. I was like, "Nah." This other guy approached me and he goes, "Hey, where do you need to go?" And I go, "No, I'm meeting someone." He goes, "Well, don't look like they showed up." And I was like, "No, they're here. They're here. Don't worry. I got it. I'm okay. Thank you." And polite, walked away and that. But I was a little on edge. My spidey senses were tingling. But at the end of the day, this guy come and he had my name, and he took me to his car. So I had the whole itinerary that they sent me. I knew exactly where I'd be going, what hotel I'd be staying in, and everything. And I was like, "This ain't my hotel." And we were taking all these backside streets and everything. And I was like, "Man, was this the guy I was supposed to pick?" He had my name. So, but I was like, "Hey, this ain't my hotel." And he goes, "I know they had to change it." And I go, "Really?" I would have thought that he would have told me. And he goes, "No, they changed it. This is a better hotel." It turned out it was a better hotel and everything. What happened was the guy that was supposed to pick me up, he was finishing up a different safari, and he got extended a little late. He had some difficulties getting back to the airport. He asked his buddy to come get me, and he also worked for the company. It wasn't like it was his buddy, but he worked for the company too, and he ended up picking me up, and everything worked out. But it was a little uneasy at first.
That would be kind of scary. I mean, because you like I said, you hear everything, and matter of fact, my cousin that lives across the street from us, he just left out today to go to Jamaica, and when he goes to Jamaica, he's got friends and stuff down there. He's not like in a major hub. He is out in the villages, And so I'm like, braver than I am, dude, braver than I am. But some of the stories he tells is like, oh my gosh. So has there ever been a time in your travels, other than military, that you felt threatened or was worried, other than the guy stalking you at the airport? I mean, did you get a little concerned?
I feel comfortable because of the military. I mean, I was in some pretty shady places downtown, in the night, Philippines, Korea. I mean, I went off of base in Saudi Arabia during the first Desert Storm, and I didn't have the right credentials to get back on. I had AK-47s pointed at me, because I didn't have the right stuff to get back on. But luckily enough, we were able to talk our way to get back to the jet. They wanted us out of there because we weren't supposed to land. So, I've been put in some weird positions. So, some things I'm just I take for granted, I guess. Probably, what is that called? When you get complacent. I try not to be complacent, but sometimes I give people the benefit of the doubt, and give them, say that they're trustworthy before I judge them.
Right. I mean, it's like the human side of you wants to trust people. They want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And nowadays, can't do that, not just, not when you just first meet somebody. And to tell you the truth, I've got guests coming down next weekend for this Florida event down here. I only know them online, and you're taking a risk, but it's people I've talked with almost on a daily basis, though,
I mean, it was like when we went to Chickamauga with Kincaid.
Yeah, we went to Chickamauga with Kincaid. I'd never met Kincaid. You'd never met Kincaid. I'd never even talked to Kincaid. But, we had to be smart, So in all your travels, what has been your favorite place to visit?
You're going to hate my answer because they all have their special characteristics. I don't think I've been to a place that I said, I don't think I would ever go there again. That place is a dump. I might not have it high on my priority. I mean, I had a blast in Africa, and my sister, she had me sending her stuff every day of everything I was doing. And she said, we got to go. You got to take me. Her and her husband want to go over there. And I was like, well, give me 2 years. And actually, I've already started working on my next year's trip. So and that's going to be 3 countries next year. This year, I'm going to England is my big trip, and it's metal detecting. So it's one of those 2-week adventures. And I was trying to tie it in with the Scotland trip with the guy that I was with down in Colombia, because he is Scottish, but his wife is Colombian, and that's where he lives. And he does a lot of archaeology, exploring, research stuff. So, but no, I haven't been to a bad place. I don't think there is a bad place that you could go. I mean, you look at Russia, and Russia can be beautiful in its own ways. I mean, you know, there are just so many different landscapes there that would make it worthwhile to take a trip there and
so many
explore.
different landscapes, so many different cultures.
Yeah.
I like the architecture over there too.
Yeah.
You know. So he's
Never been
not
to-
Tom Kingery says he's never been to Iowa.
I live right next door to Iowa.
I got a question.
Okay.
Has there ever been a place that you'd either seen in footage or read up online that just made you say no?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, we'll just say Iran, since they're in the news right now. I have no desire to ever want to go to Iran, and nor would I ever go, especially when they chant "Kill America" in the streets. So, but could it be a nice place? I'm sure. But I mean, I'm sure there's some places if I start looking at them, but I really only look at places that are kind of on my bucket list.
That interests you, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, my commander that I went to Japan with, he wanted to go somewhere over in Croatia, and I was like, "What's in Croatia?" And he said, "Oh, the people are so nice there." I guess he spent some time there during his military career, and he wanted to go back and visit because he enjoyed it so much. And I was like, I'll put it on my list, but I don't know when I'll get around to it. So,
yeah, I had an uncle that was Croatian, and him and his family, they were really sweet people. And I hear really good things about Croatia. Some beautiful country and stuff, you know, but without doing a lot of research, I don't know if I would, you know, I mean, I guess you do, you know, in-depth research anywhere that you'd travel, you know, but next question is, where is the one place that you would say is the top of your bucket list of where you would like to go?
Right now? Today.
Yeah.
I'm planning it, Angie, for next year. I already got accepted because they only take 40 people a year. It's 2 weeks, but I'm going to Israel. So I always I just wanted to, you know, be at the places that are in the Bible, right? I want to see that. I want to experience it, right? So
Right.
I just want to go over there and experience that. And me and my mom 2 years ago, it was we had the trip. It was all paid for. It was in the books. We were going to go 2 weeks. We were going to fly into Egypt. Because pyramids is on my bucket list too. I want to see the pyramids. And as you see the same, a lot of the 7 wonders of the world. So, and then we were going to go over to Jordan, to Petra, and then we were going to go into Israel. So 3 countries. But then that October, we were going to go in November, October. that's when they got into what happened in October with the war between Palestine and Israel. But so that kind of took that off the plate, and so I kind of regrouped, and I was like, okay, I'll just start planning for Africa. But I put Israel back on the plate, and I'm working. I'm just at the beginning of planning on it. So I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna go to Israel for 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to work in Petra, and I'm gonna stay out in the desert, camp in the desert, and have this authentic Arabian desert meal that is, some of the things I read about. They cooked all the food in the ground. It's kind of pretty cool. And then work my way up into Egypt to see the pyramids.
Yeah, I'm like Matilda there, Jolly Matilda. It would be awesome to go to Israel.
And
Like you
us
said,
as being history buffs, at least hope some of us metal detectorists are history buffs. I mean, that's history right there. That's old history. I won't be metal detecting, but wow, just
that
experiencing.
is some old history right there. But yeah, and me too, being an empath, I can just imagine that the feelings and the emotions and stuff that I could pick up from that land. I mean, I just think that would be awesome. So, but yeah, I mean, I love talking travel. But
Ireland.
Ireland, that's on our bucket list. Yeah.
That's number one on my bucket list.
Yeah. So that's another thing. One day, somehow, some way, But yeah. So, but we have come to the end of our hour. So Jeff, if there's one piece of advice that you could give us about traveling or the travel experiences, what would that be?
One piece of advice. If you want to go somewhere, no matter how unrealistic it seems, just start planning for it and do it. Don't wait, because the years are going to click by, and and then that opportunity is going to be lost, right? We're going to all get old, and we're not going to be able to just hop on a jet. Because my mom, I'm starting to plan this Israel. She was all for it 3 years ago, but she said, I don't know, I'm getting older, and I was like, no, I understand, because she really was looking forward to going there. And she said, I'm not gonna, don't plan this one without me. So, but yeah. Plan it, and just, I put money away every month for my trips, and just build a budget. And if it takes 2 years or 2.5 years, build a budget and go with it, and say, I always want to go to Ireland. I'm going to put $25 in this envelope or in this savings account for my Ireland trip. And if it takes you 3-5 years, then that's what it takes you. And then budget your trip, on what kind of hotel, what kind of airfare, and what you want to see and do in Ireland, and make it happen. The other parts are easy. Making the reservations is easy. It's knowing what you want to do and trying to squeeze it in that amount, because there's just so much to do. You get overwhelmed. So you just got to narrow it down and say, these are my top 3 things I want to do. This is what I can afford, and let's do this.
Right. Yeah, see, that I like that advice. Name top 3 things you want to do. Because I'm the type of person that's like, oh, I want to do it all. Let's go here. Let's go here. And you're so busy running around to see everything that you really get to see nothing.
Yeah.
So, or get
There's
to
one
enjoy.
thing. One thing I would like to do. I'm going to try to be optimistic here. When I get a chance to go to Ireland, is I want to go to the Guinness Brewery and be a certified Guinness pourer.
Pour you
There
a
you
pint
go.
of Guinness.
You have a
Because
vision.
you can't.
Yeah.
Because you can't. You can go to the Guinness brewery,
Yeah, I know.
and of course, they have
They-
tours, and you can for a charge, you can say, "Hey, I want to become a
they
certified
teach
Guinness
you
brewer,"
how to
and
do-
they're like, "Yeah, we can do
Tilt
it."
the glass and let it set. And
Yep.
yeah.
And another
There
thing
is
that
an art to it. Yes.
Yep. It takes approximately 190 seconds to pour the perfect glass of Guinness. But one thing I would also
Johnny.
one thing I would also love to do is I'd love to go see the Cliffs of Moher.
Yes, yes. And there is making stupid people
Johnny
famous.
Matilda says, "I'm with you, Josh."
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all spending this hour with us. And
Hey,
here
Johnny
I
Small
am,
Pepper.
MSPF, making stupid people famous. He will be our guest next week. And also, that is our members' night. So, guys, we're talking about travel and everything. And I can't reach it. There it is. But I have another one of the little booklets. I think would be awesome for journaling your travels.
You want me to get it for you?
Or the one I've got, I'll take it to events and I'll put people's stickers in it, and
Bella's like, "I want to see."
and keep my memories in them. So next week we will give that away on our members' night, along with the $25 gift card.
Here I am says, "I'd be hanging out near the nitrous tank."
So, but anyway, guys, I love it. And Jeff, I know we could sit and talk for days on some of the stories that you have.
Oh
And
yeah.
I appreciate you coming to share with us tonight. And
I'm
hopefully
sorry
we'll
I
get to
was-
do it again.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
asked me on anytime. I lived in Germany for 3 years. My daughter was born in the Netherlands. And I traveled all around Europe in that 3 years. Me and my family didn't come home. The only time my wife is when her brother passed away, she came home. But when I took vacation, I was over there traveling with the family.
Yeah.
I would go to Deutschland too.
Yeah. I might just have you come up one night and just let you and Josh talk Germany. That is one of his favorite places. So, Bella, hush. But yeah, all right, guys. I have linked I have pinned the link at the top of the chat.
You
to
have linked
Papa
the
Roush.
pin?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean. Duh. And also, I put it on auto direct. So hopefully, if you stay here, as soon as I end this stream, it should take you on over to Papa Roush's channel. So, like I said, guys, thank you all again for being here. I love
you.
each and every one of you, and I do mean it when I say it. You all are like family to us, and that's why I love talking with like Jeff coming up. I love sitting and talking with family. To me, this is like family night with everybody. So I appreciate it, everybody. So, Josh, anything you want to say before we say goodnight?
Not really. Just glad everybody stopped in, stuck around with us as long as they did. Listen to us ramble and yell at Bella to stop.
You all tell Bella's feeling better. So, but anyway, guys, I love you all, and we'll talk to you all again on the streets of YouTube. If you need anything, email and stuff like that is in the description. Love you all, and we'll see you all again later. Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen und gute Nacht.